Hey, happy Thursday, everybody. Sean coming at you from High Level. So this is kind of like a two-part video. So first up, this is a general update on A2P 10DLC. So if those of you have been hanging with us here recently, A2P has been a pain in the neck, but I have really great news. So basically what we did is we went back and, the whole idea of A2P, just starting from the very beginning, right, is it is the idea that you want to make sure to know the person who is sending text messages and have them register in such a way that if they become a bad actor, you know exactly who they are, so you can stop spam or phishing at the worst text messages. So that's the whole point of A2P. Now, the first version of it, there was all of these sort of registration details like websites and email addresses and all kinds of analysis that went on. And all of that sort of worked to some degree, but as we all know, we're still getting a lot of spam text. So the carriers kind of went back and said, listen, how can we make this harder on people? And they started to make it harder, and we all kind of started to feel that. And so what we did on our side is say, well, wait a second, how can we give the carriers another level of KYC is what they call it, know your customer. So another level of knowing your customer that would give them sort of the satisfaction to know that we're doing a really great job sort of vetting people who are going out and sending text messages. And quick side note, I never thought sending a text message would be such a big deal, but now you kind of almost have to think about it as like getting a payments account or a bank account or something. And why is that? It's because so many people are sending text messages that are trying to steal money. We've all gotten these text messages, oh, this bill is past due, or this Amazon package has been delayed, or whatever it is. And it's just somebody trying to phish us to get our credit card number. That's a really big deal for carriers. If they don't correct that issue, they know that there's going to be a big mess for them, especially when it comes to things like congressional action. So they're trying to get ahead of it. So all that to say, we came up with and partnered with this vendor called Persona, which basically goes in and does essentially what is almost like, if you've ever come back from an international trip where you'll take a picture of your passport and then you'll take a picture of yourself and they'll try to match it all up. So they scan the ID, they'll look in the database, they say, yeah, this person matches somebody that we know. Oh, and by the way, we've now taken a real-time picture and we know that that person who took the picture matches the ID. It's amazing the depth this goes into, but the long and short of it is it does a fantastic job actually identifying the person who is applying for A2P. So all that to say, we put this in place and we didn't say anything for a while because we wanted just to see how it worked out. And it turns out it worked phenomenally well. So well that there's two pieces of great news. So first up is this piece of good news. This is a screenshot from a spreadsheet that we keep on A2P approvals. I almost didn't want to show, I didn't even want to show it farther to the left because this is the approval rate. The approval rate was abysmal, but as you can see, it's now almost instantaneous. It's amazing. Approvals are actually back to levels that they were in the best of times, and the actual time it's taking to get the approvals is now back down to less than a day. It's really, really phenomenal. And on top of it, we were able to convince the carriers to do something really amazing. We are bringing back sole props. That's right. So we had sole prop registrations. Let me see here. Sole prop brand registrations. You can see this all the way back in September of last year. And what happened was the carriers came in, and because of all the spam text and everything else, they said no more sole prop registrations because it's too big of a vector. We don't know who these people are. But because of this new KYC, we were able to bring it back. So today, I am excited to announce that sole props are back in action. There really isn't a visual here, but basically when you go to register for a campaign, you can actually now choose sole prop again because of this awesome new KYC. So I know this is a long video, and I'm sorry, I hope you hung with me here, but I did want to explain all of this. We're super committed to being the absolute best of the best when it comes to getting everybody through this process. And this really represents another level. There is not a single other person out there that we know of that has been able to get this done. We've been working very closely with the carriers to get their kind of blessing on this. Now, of course, this is sort of one of those things where they're watching to see whether or not we can continue to do a good job keeping out the bad actors. But, we've been running this now for about 3 weeks. And so far, it has done a phenomenal job. And so we're very excited about that. So anyhow, hopefully all of you are as thrilled about this as I am. Obviously jump in, get your sole props back in there. That just means any of you who are forcing your sole props to go out and get EINs, you don't have to do that anymore. Hopefully we don't have to bring that back. No promises, of course. But as if things continue to stay on the up and up as they have, we should be in a good spot. So anyhow, on that note, I hope you're having an amazing Thursday, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.